The original melanated people of this planet, who were once the perfect picture of health, are now leading in nearly every preventable disease globally. Our indigenous foods and cultural practices kept us 95% disease-free. Over time, as we adopted a foreign dietary lifestyle, our physical and mental health severely declined. I gathered over 15 years of experience as a registered nurse and African holistic practitioner to address this complex challenge in my new book, High Vibration Nutrition. This is a simple guide to healing through our culture and flourishing in wellness once again. Get the High Vibration Nutrition book by Banaset Kind Sekmet at Amazon. Also, get limited edition autographed copies of the book at kemeticwellness.com. Peace, Chem family. It's me, Banaset, your African holistic health nurse for Kemetic Wellness, and I'm back with another video. So today we're going to be talking about how to step into your purpose as a healer. If you're new here, my name is Banaset. I am a licensed registered nurse and energy healer. I focus on helping Black people to heal generational pain through African holistic health so you can live your purpose. At Kemetic Wellness, we do that using 4 modalities: language, energy medicine, nutrition, and sacred movement. So if any of that resonates with you, please keep watching. So today we are talking about how to step into your purpose as a healer. The first thing that you want to do when stepping into your purpose as a healer is to recognize yourself as such. Okay? Recognize yourself as a healer. So obviously this video wouldn't make very much sense to you if you don't perceive yourself as a healer, or if this is not something that you're looking into. Okay? If you are a healer, you know it. You know it, and you've always known it. Okay? You would be someone who enjoys being of service to other people. Okay? You enjoy helping other people in one capacity or another. And it doesn't matter which skill or talent you use to heal others. Healers look like any number of different things. Okay? If you're a healer, you've had that desire within you for a very long time, probably your whole life. Very likely you are the truth teller, truth seeker in your family, the one who witnessed a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, a lot of abuse. You may have experienced it or seen it, or a combination of both. And there was a desire within you to not continue those patterns. There was a desire in you to be a source of solution rather than to continue the pain. Okay? So you may have seen any number of painful experiences, either things that you experienced personally or things that you saw in your family or your community, whether that is any type of trauma. I'm not going to be very specific in this video, okay? Any type of trauma, violence, abuse, or neglect, okay? These are things that deeply upset you, that troubled you throughout your whole life, okay? That hurt you and you wanted to be a solution for, okay? These are signs that you are a healer and that you've always been a healer. Very likely, if you have always been a healer, you are that person who people feel safe and comfortable around. You may be highly empathic, okay? People come to you for you to be a listening ear. There are sometimes people, random people who are older than you, even as a child, who just trusted you for whatever reason. Those are some signs that you may be a healer. So to step into your purpose as a healer, you have to recognize yourself as such. You have to recognize that that's who you are and that's who you've always been. Okay. Again, you can use any skill or talent to be a healer. Okay. You can have a talent for teaching. You can have a gift for working with children or caring for children. You can have a gift as an artist. Okay. You can be a fitness instructor. You can be a fitness instructor. You can be a singer, a dancer. It doesn't matter what the skill or talent is, but you use your skills and your talents to help heal others. Okay. To be in service of others. Everybody who has a particular skill or talent doesn't use it the same way. Okay. There are people who use their skills to do wicked things to other people. Okay. Or to serve their own agendas. If you are a healer, you use your gifts and your talents to be of service to others and to raise the vibration of whatever space you're in. Okay. That's how you know you're a healer. So first, you must recognize yourself as such to be able to step into your purpose as a healer. Okay. The second thing that you must do to step into your purpose as a healer is that you actually have to begin cultivating your skills and talents. Okay. You have to cultivate your gifts. It's not enough that you have a natural talent for something. You have to actually work on it. You have to actually cultivate that talent. Okay, so for example, if you have a natural talent for cooking, but you never use it or you only cook for yourself, you're not gonna be able to step into your purpose as a healer using cooking or your talent for working with food to help heal others. Okay. If you choose to use your gift as someone who has a knack for cooking, for example, if you choose to use that gift to heal others, you could do that in any number of ways. You could do that as a raw food chef. You could do that as a nutritionist. You can do it as a caterer. You can do it as a celebrity chef. Okay. There are any number of ways that you could use that talent. Okay. Some people have the talent of putting together food that tastes good, but they use their talent to poison people. Okay. They cook up all type of high fat, fried, lard filled food. Okay. Every time you walk away from a plate of their food, you're going to be a little bit fatter and your arteries are going to be a little bit more clogged. Okay. But you who has a talent for healing using food, you would use that talent in a different way. Okay. So, in order to do that and to step into your purpose as a healer, you have to actually practice your gifts and talents. Okay. So, one of the best ways to do that, to cultivate your gifts, is to go to classes. Okay. So, you may want to take a raw food class. Okay. You may want to take a class on how to prepare plant-based nutrition. Okay. It's when you do those things that you're going to get into spaces with other people who are also doing the same thing as you. And that's where you begin to sharpen your gifts. Okay. You sharpen your skills. This is also where you will be able to make the necessary adjustments that you need to make. Okay. Just because you're good at something naturally doesn't mean that you don't need to make adjustments. Okay. Some of the food that you make is nasty. Some of it is nasty. I know you've made a mistake or two in the kitchen. Okay. If cooking is your talent, some of the things that you made did not taste quite that good. So you want to get into a food preparation class and learn how to cultivate your skills and talents. Okay. This is going to give you a safe space to practice and learn. Okay. While you are also getting the necessary guidance. You're also going to be putting yourself in an environment where people will begin to know you for those skills and talents. So this is how you begin stepping into your purpose as a healer. People are going to know you for that particular thing because you're practicing it. And the more you practice it, the more people you have the ability to positively affect with your skill and talent. Okay? And the more you're able to give your gift. So when you're cultivating your talents and you're practicing, you have to give your gift freely. This is another way that you step into your purpose as a healer. You want to give your gift freely. Now, that doesn't mean that you never get paid for what you do. That's not what I'm talking about. And I'm saying this to the healers and also to the people who are not healers, because a lot of y'all think that healing work's supposed to be free. No, it's not. Okay? Everybody who has a gift or a talent and is of service to others is to be compensated for their work. Okay? But I will get to that in a second. Okay. Giving your gift freely means that you take every available opportunity to give your gift as your true, authentic self. That's what it means. Okay? Take every opportunity possible to give your gift as your true, authentic self. It doesn't matter how many chefs there are. If you are a chef, you're the only one who can do it like you. You are the only one who can do it like you. Doesn't matter how many hairstylists there are out there, you are the only one who can give your gift the way that you give it up. Okay? A lot of us have a fear of doing this because we have a fear of being seen. And it's because of that fear that you're holding yourself back from a lot of opportunities that come your way. Okay? You let all of these self-limiting beliefs and doubts get into your head. You know, you're thinking, okay, well, it's not perfect, so I'm not going to put it out. I'm going to wait until it's perfect. I'm going to perfect it before I put it out there. Or you're afraid of what other people think. Well, who she thinks she is, she all that. Who he think he is. He don't have the skill for that yet. You have to get out of that and stop letting people's thoughts, and sometimes it's things that people didn't even say to you, okay? It's your own thoughts making you believe that people are not going to receive your work well. Get out of that, okay? It doesn't matter that people think you're not good enough or not qualified. You were qualified by your ancestors to do your work and to give your gift. You were qualified by the Necheru who put it in your heart and in your mind and on your spirit to give your gift. You were born qualified to do what you're doing. And if you are a healer, you know that you have always been a healer. It has always been in you. So before you got any certifications, degrees, or whatever else, you've been doing it. You've been that. Okay, so you're already qualified, and there are people who are less qualified than you who are doing what you're doing and making good money off of it. Okay, so give your gift freely and often. I also want to add something else to that. Okay, this is important. Whatever your gift or talent is as a healer, it doesn't belong to you. Let me say that again. Your gift and talent doesn't belong to you. It's not for you. It was given to you in order to help other people, in order to raise the vibration of the planet. And by you not stepping into your purpose as a healer, you are actually being quite selfish and cowardly. Okay? You have to think of people who do whatever they do in excellence. So, for example, think of Mariah Carey, okay? One of the most beautiful songstresses that you've ever heard. She's a beautiful songstress, beautiful singer. Think of all of the songs, and if it's not Mariah Carey for you, think of somebody else, another singer who really impacted you. Think of all of the music that you heard from them that got you through a tough time in your life. That every time you heard them sing, it sent chills down your spine. Now imagine if that person decided, well, what are people going to think about me? And I'm too scared to get out there and let people hear me. And, they're going to think that I think I'm all that if I sing that loud and if I hit that high note. And I don't want people to think that about me. So I'm just not going to sing in front of other people. I'm going to sing in my room. What if she thought like that? Now, how many millions of people have singers like Mariah Carey impacted with their voice? How many people has she stopped from jumping off of a bridge because they were so depressed and it was her music that brought them back? You understand? Your gift and talent was not given to you for you. It doesn't belong to you. It was given to you in order to help heal other people. So you must get over the fear of being seen and the fear of being negatively perceived and give your gift and talent. Okay, think about that for a minute while I plug my laptop in, which is about to die. All right, so if I were you and I had that thought in my mind, and everybody who has a gift or a talent that they're cultivating has those thoughts. Okay, everyone does, but they learn how to move through it. If I were you and you are in the phase where you are stuck and you haven't yet moved past that, and you have people maybe who are hating on you or who you think are going to hate on you, I would take that as an affirmation of my success or as an affirmation of my potential success. Okay? People don't waste their time hating on someone who is not doing anything of importance. If what you were doing was not valuable, they would simply ignore you. Okay? So be grateful for those who come along and hate on you. And there are always going to be people who show you love as well. There will be people who support you and there will be people who hate on you. Okay? You can't fear that. There's a quote that I love by Beyonce, and she says, "There's plenty of people who don't like me. There's 10 times more who love me, and I love myself." Okay. Now, however you feel about Beyonce, take that out the question or take that out of the picture and just sit with that quote. There's plenty of people who don't like me. There's 10 times more who love me, and I love myself. Love yourself enough to step into your purpose as a healer by giving your gift freely and authentically. Okay. Another thing that you must do in order to step into your purpose as a healer is to be obedient. Okay. You have to be obedient to your highest self, your best self, your true self, your intuition, those intuitive messages that you get, those messages that you get from your ancestors, from your spirit guides that tell you to do something or to avoid something. When you take heed to those messages, not only are you going to keep yourself out of a lot of trouble, okay, but you're also going to walk into so many great opportunities that you might have otherwise overlooked or missed. You must be obedient. So when your spiritual team tells you that there's something that you must do, no matter how afraid you are, do it. Find the courage inside of you to do it. Even though you're afraid, it's doing the thing that's going to help you to gain more courage. When you walk away from things that you're afraid of and you run away, you're going to feel like a coward. I remember years ago, actually, when I started my journey as a healer in the holistic healing field, and I went through my ascension with Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. And when we were practicing for our ascension, we were actually going to perform at the National Black Theater in Harlem. And I recently found out that it's no longer in existence, which makes me so sad. But that was a big deal for me. Like, that was a huge deal to be on stage at the National Black Theater in Harlem, where everybody's friends and family was going to see it. My friends and family was going to see it. And my stage fright really, really kicked in. Now, if you know me personally, you know that quote unquote shyness was something that I battled with a lot very early in my life. Social anxiety and shyness. And I had a very difficult time thinking about how I was going to get through that. I wanted to run like hell. I wanted to run. When we were practicing in the theater for the day of our ascension, I wanted to run. Okay? But I did not. And the reason that I did not is because I knew that that was an Achilles heel of mine. That was something that I had been struggling with for a very long time. And I knew that if I did not conquer it then, I may never conquer it. And I said, this is my opportunity to get over this fear. Now, I knew it wouldn't completely dissipate the fear, but it would give me just that much more courage that I needed to step into my work as a healer. And so I had to do it. So every time I got on stage, and I remember being on stage and looking at the exit, and in my mind, I gave myself a mantra and I said, fear exit. So every time those fearful thoughts would come up in my mind, I would picture them leaving my mind and going towards the exit. And I just proceeded. Now, I had to do a whole lot of inner work to be able to even go through with that. The Reiki sessions, the EFT therapy sessions, and sessions with a therapist, and practice on my own. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about. When you are called or led to do something, you must be obedient. This is how you step into your purpose as a healer. Okay? So another way that you step into your purpose as a healer is that you should have a jegna. Now, some of you have heard me use this term before. The word jegna is an Ethiopian word. And it means a spiritual guide. It's someone who has stood the test of time, who can help to guide you on your journey. Okay. This is someone who can show you the pitfalls of your industry. This is someone who's going to show you the ropes. Okay. Generally, a Jegna is someone who is a master or grand master of their craft. Okay. And this is a person who is going to teach you how to do your work with integrity. This is a person who has a high level of integrity. This is why we use the term Jegna and not mentor. We don't want to mentor. For those of you who don't really know what mentor means, I know everybody thinks they know what it means. You may want to look up the origins of that word and what it really means. Okay. Jegna is something different. Okay. Once you get around a Jegna, they are going to show you how to cultivate your gifts and talents with excellence. Okay. Just by being in proximity to them, you're going to learn how to become a master in your own right. Okay. So again, a Jegna is a master or a master. A Jegna is a master or grand master of their craft, who can help to guide you on your journey to becoming the healer that you want to be. Okay. A true Jegna doesn't just have students. Okay. They don't just create more students. A true Jegna creates masters. Okay. Just by observing and watching and being in proximity to them and also being in service to them, you're going to learn how to master yourself. So the best way to step into your purpose is to get around someone else who knows theirs. Okay, that's what a Jegna is for. And again, you're not just going to be in proximity to them and learn from them and take, you must also be in service to whoever your Jegna is. Okay, you never want to be a leech or a parasite to someone who's helping you on your journey. It should be a reciprocal relationship. Okay, you're not just there to take, you are also there to help push them forward on their mission and their purpose. And as they are elevating, they're also pulling you up with them. You all are elevating together. They're showing you the ropes, and as they're going up, you are going up with them. Okay. In order to do this, this means that you don't just show up and take and steal and, write your little notes. You actually have to do the work. You have to do your own work. As a teacher, there's nothing that I love more than a student who does their work. There's nothing that I love more. This is somebody who's going to show up. They're going to be on time. They are going to ask questions. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to share their mistakes. They're going to share their victories. Okay. This is an excellent student and master in the making. And there's nothing that brings me more joy as a teacher than to have a student like that. Nothing. Because I know that when you do the work, you're going to get results. And seeing your transformation is confirming to me that my work actually works. That's what I want to see. Okay. So show up and do your work. All right. Likewise, there's nothing that I despise more as a teacher than a student who comes into my class and doesn't do their work. I really don't like students like that. I really don't. Students who make excuses, who don't come on time, who miss classes, who don't speak up, don't never have anything to say or contribute to the conversation. I despise working with students like that. I would rather you not even come, to be honest with you. I'd rather you not even show up. Okay. And this is the exact reason why I don't do things for free anymore, because generally when you do things for free, people don't value it. Okay. You have to invest in yourself in order to be invested in the transformation that you're going to receive from the work. Okay. It gives you the incentive to do the work when you have invested in it. Yeah. So when working with the Jegna, generally this is going to be class, course, certification, something like that. This is an investment in yourself. You have to be a certain type of person to invest in yourself. This is generally for people who are still convinced that they're able to achieve their dreams. People who have given up on themselves, they're not going to pay for anything extra. Okay? They're never going to do that. Okay? It's the same thing as when you go to college and get a degree. Okay. It's an investment in yourself so that you gain the skills in order to be able to practice whatever profession it is that you want to practice. Okay. It's the same thing. People who get things for free, they don't value them. And so when it comes to me, this is as free as it's going to get. YouTube, Instagram, this is free. You're welcome. Okay. All right. So you want to align yourself with a Jegna and you want to do your work. This is how you step into your purpose as a healer. I absolutely love my students who do their work and come back to me and let me know the transformations they had. I love students like that. Okay. The next thing that you want to do is to develop your own team. Okay. You want to develop your own team when you're stepping into your purpose as a healer. You must have a team. Okay, you're not meant to do this on your own. All right, you're not meant to do this on your own. So there are 4 categories of people that you need on your team. The first is you want to have a team of experts. You want to have a team of experts. Okay. Um, this could be experts in different areas, whatever it is that you need in order to do your work. So you may need an expert real estate agent. Okay. You may need an expert hairstylist on your team because you want to look good when you're doing what you're doing. Okay. You may need a nail tech who's an expert. You may need a therapist who is an expert. Okay. You want to keep your mental health together while you're doing your work. Everything that you need to do your work, you want to develop and build your council of experts. This includes other healers as well, because usually healers have their own niche and their own focus. You have people who focus on just healing the skin, such as estheticians. You have people who focus on just healing hair. Okay, there's different types of healers. So you want to build your council of experts. The second category of people that you want on your council, on your team, are you want to have a team of contemporaries. These are people who are in your field who are generally close to your age, within about 10 years or so, who are excellent at what they do. Okay, they're on your level or better. Generally better, because then you can learn from them. Okay, or they're better in certain areas or at certain things. So you want to have a council of contemporaries. And When it comes to building your team, some of these people will be people that you know, and some of them will be people who you do not know, but you are studying their work. Okay, maybe they've written books or they have taught classes that you can take, so you can study their work and learn from them. Okay. You also want to have a council of elders. Generally, an elder would be somebody who's anywhere between 20 and 40 years your senior, depending on how old you are. Okay. 20 to 40 years your senior. And they've been doing the work for 30, 40 years. Okay. Wisdom from your elders is priceless. It's priceless. Okay. And you also want to have a council of ancestors. Yes. Okay. This is a part of our spiritual team. Okay. Yes, we have a strong spiritual team. Let me say that again. Yes, you have a strong spiritual team. Okay. So you want to have a council of ancestors. Now, these ancestors can be people who you know and people who you don't know. They can be people who are in your bloodline, like your own personal ancestors. They can be people who you knew during their lifetime who may not be related to you by blood, but you had a good relationship with them, or you knew them and they were very inspirational to your life. They can also be ancestors, a part of our collective African ancestry who inspired you, who you learned from either through watching their works, reading their works, um, applying the values that they had in their life to your own life. And they're helping you on your journey. This is a part of your council of ancestors. Okay? Your council of ancestors are going to help you to complete certain things that you may not have otherwise been inspired to do without looking to them, without being inspired by their stories. Okay? It is their influence that inspired you to do a particular thing in your walk as a healer. Okay? So sometimes in your life, you're building upon the things that your own ancestors started and maybe didn't complete, or there's more to do. There's more work to be done. And you're the one who is carrying that torch, and it's their influence that gave you the inspiration to do that. So it's important to have a council of elevated ancestors. This is how you step into your purpose as a healer. Okay. And lastly, okay, and this is where you begin to get paid for your work. Okay. You want to diversify your gifts and talents. You want to diversify your gifts and talents. Okay. So, for example, if you have a talent for dancing, you can give your gift in any number of ways. You can do that through performances. You can do that through plays. You can do that in videos, like music videos. You can do that in movies. You can do that as a dance teacher. You can teach classes to children. You can teach courses online. Okay. You want to diversify your skills and talents. This is how you begin stepping into your purpose as a healer. Okay. This is how you cultivate your healing abilities. Okay. Diversifying your skills and talents. Okay. So, speaking of healing abilities, I am teaching a Kemetic Reiki discovery course this 11/11, January 11th. Okay. It's an introductory class for those who want to learn more about Kemetic Reiki levels 1 and 2 certification. Okay. If you're interested in learning the art of energy medicine, this will be very helpful to you. Okay. I'm going to leave the link in the description to sign up for this class if you feel it will be helpful to you. Okay. So if you are a healer, Kemetic Reiki is going to assist you in cultivating your gifts no matter what type of healer you are. We have Kemetic Reiki practitioners who are singers, who are dancers, who are hairstylists, who are social workers, who are nurses. It doesn't matter. Okay. Kemetic Reiki is going to help you amplify your skills and talents as a healer. Okay. So if you want to learn more, you can sign up for the Kemetic Reiki Discovery class, January 11th. Okay. That's when I'll be teaching it. If any of this was helpful to you, please let me know in the comments, okay? Please don't keep it to yourself. Share the video, comment on the video, like the video, just interact with the video, period, okay? That really, really helps us to push the videos out into YouTube's algorithm. So I appreciate you for that. You could dislike the video if you don't like it. Just, let me know something, okay? I hope this was helpful to you all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.